Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're doing something a little bit different. We're doing a little day in the life, a cheeky little vlog. I'm gonna take you behind the scenes. I thought it was fun. I really enjoy this type of content for my favorite creators, so I thought why not? Come on in and make yourself comfortable for real, because you're gonna see some real life bits today. All right, if you're new here, hi, I'm Claire. Welcome. I make food content most of the time, sometimes some other stuff, like today, although we will be making food today. So if you're new here and you end up liking what you see, be sure to hit subscribe. Now you guys, I got a lot going on. I'm really focused on this cookbook and it's taking all of my time. But I thought you might want to see the process and how I'm sort of doing this. So today we're developing a recipe. I think I have most of it down up here, but we got to test it out, see how we can improve it, make sure it's perfect. We're gonna photograph it. It's gonna be such fun. We're also gonna hang out with the kids a little bit. It's the week before school starts, so we gotta get all of our last fun things out. So we're doing that today. Also, I'm taking advantage of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, a bucket list item this afternoon, and I can't wait to share that with you as well. We're also gonna do some stuff with the garden, so that's on deck today. And I thought, yeah, it would be fun to take you along. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. My kids are still sleeping. And this is the perfect time. I've got good light coming in. So I know that it will be good to photograph. So we're going to start on this recipe. We're making biscuits and gravy, although we should call it biscuit and gravy because I'm pretty sure I want it to just be one biscuit. If you thought I had like a good secret for organizing everything in this cookbook, I don't. It's a teeny tiny little notebook that I write things down in. And these are my recipes. The first major choice of this recipe. Do we do 2 mini biscuits or 1 giant biscuit? And if I were just making a video on this, I would say, do whatever you want, but it's not a video, it's a book. I think we're gonna do one big biscuit. I think it'll photograph nicely. If you're in the future and you're reading the book, you could cut it into 2 biscuits if you wanted. I do love like a spoon biscuit. I think like they just look so rustic and cute. All right, while that's baking, a word from our sponsor, Pisces. Pisces is a sparkling strawberry lemonade drink with 5 grams of creatine and electrolytes in every serving. My favorite thing about Pisces is that I actually enjoy drinking it. It's delicious. You mix 1 stick with 6 to 12 ounces of cold water and it fizzes up all on its own. It has 0 sugar because it is sweetened with allulose and monk fruit, so it's easy to stick within those goals that I have for the day as well. And you guys know how much I love a single serving. These little pouches are so convenient. Pisces is made right here in the USA and they are third-party tested, which is very important to me when I choose supplements. If you would like to give Pisces a try, I will leave a link down below. My people get a special little discount, so use that link if you would like to try some. And now we need to figure this gravy out. I think it's not gonna be hard. I'm very confident. I'm just like naturally a really confident person. Wow, that is so good. I did swap a few ingredients out. I decided at the last second not to do sage and to do rosemary instead. And I doubled the amount that I originally thought I was gonna put in there. All right, you guys, here's my fancy little setup. I know the lighting looks crazy right now. I'm gonna have to put a sheet over the window to diffuse it a little bit because the sun is just randomly kind of brighter than I thought it would be. But this is just a paper like poster board. And I've got all sorts of different like cloths, different tablecloths. I used a pillowcase for one. And I've got all sorts of different plates. And I just like really messed around with different like textures and stuff. And I've got my light that I ordered on Amazon. And this is this is what it looks like to shoot food. The best part of making a cookbook is that I get to eat really good food all the time. Look at that biscuit. This year I just couldn't be bothered, so I ordered all of the kids' school supplies on Walmart.com and just had it delivered. So this is a giant box of Kleenex, okay? These are the school supplies that teachers really want you to bring, okay? Disinfectant wipes and Kleenex. Excuse me, buddy. Even if you don't have any kids in school, go buy a can of disinfectant spray or wipes. Drop it off at your local elementary school, okay? Do your part for your community. Say hi.
Hi.
We're at our favorite little children's museum, right?
Yeah.
We haven't been yet this summer.
Oh, yeah.
I know, but we're going today.
Yeah.
And we're meeting our besties, right?
Yeah.
We're very lucky to have a bestie family where their bestie's mom is my bestie. So like, it's a vibe, right?
Yeah.
All right, you guys, we're back from the Children's Museum. The kids had a great time, but I did have to rush home because the big exciting thing I'm doing today, I'm buying tickets for the Olympics. I entered the lottery to get the opportunity to buy tickets, and the first wave, I did not get the opportunity, but this is the second wave and my number was called. So I get an opportunity to buy tickets for the Olympics. This is something that's like a bucket list item for me. I'm not even like a sports person really, but going to see the Olympics is like something I've always wanted to do. I've always dreamed of doing. My children are so excited that we even get this opportunity. And if you watch me, you might know my best friend lives in Los Angeles. So this will be for the Los Angeles 2028 Olympics. So as a family, we are allowed to purchase 12 tickets. Fingers crossed, but if we have to watch something funky, I'm okay with it. I think any opportunity to see anyone doing the absolute best of their sport is an opportunity that I'm gonna take, so. Fingers crossed we get something cool. These tickets are so expensive. I mean, I knew they would be, but it's okay. All right, you guys, that was like a little bit stressful. My husband's not with me. My kids already discussed it. Like we already decided like what our priorities sort of were, and also like the general budget that we had, because there were not that many finals left to buy, and I really, like all of us really wanted to go to like a medal ceremony, obviously, like at least one, and there were not that many left available, and some of them were very, very expensive. So we did find one though. So here's where we're going. We got tickets for the whole fam. We're gonna go rowing mixed final at the Long Beach Marine Stadium. So we're gonna get to see the rowing and we're gonna get to see the medal ceremony. And then because we budgeted a certain amount, we still had some room. So we can get 12 total tickets. So we decided to go for 2 other events. We are doing women's handball preliminary, so not a medaling event, but still loads of fun. We love a bit of handball. And also women's hockey preliminary, and there's gonna be 2 matches in those tickets. So I'm so excited. I think these are great tickets, especially because, you know, I don't have $20,000 to spend on going to the Olympics. I have a lot less than that. Actually, if you want to know, for all 12 of those tickets, I paid $1,587.60. Put it right on the credit card. We'll get to it. And now, on to the next part of the day, which is cleaning, because making a cookbook makes a huge mess, you guys. The amount of dishes is insane. I've been putting so much time into the content and the channel that my house looks all like a disaster. So probably shouldn't have gone to the Children's Museum. Probably should have cleaned instead, but they're only young once, right? House is just clean enough that I can move on with my day. Now we're gonna deal with some gardening. I've gotten a few comments about my basil, okay? She's a little out of control. And one of you lovely people asked me, what do I do with all of my basil? So I am going to show you how I dry my herbs so that they last me through the fall and the winter. I do think basil is a little bit more forgiving when it comes to the flowering. It doesn't like completely turn the basil bitter immediately. They're just starting here. Some of them are a little more established. So we're gonna collect as much as we can. I'm also gonna grab just a little bit of rosemary just because it will start, you know, producing more if I trim it. So we're just gonna get a boatload of it and prep it for the pantry. All right, and now I just spread it on a pan and I'm gonna just bake it low and slow all day. I don't have a dehydrator. I've never used one. I don't think it's necessary. You know, if you've got one, cool, but you can do a whole lot more at a time, unless you have like a gigantic dehydrator, I don't know. I'm gonna set my oven to 200 degrees. You're looking at least 3 hours, sometimes more. Sometimes I just forget it in there all day. The drier it is, the better, the longer it will last. So if you've got an afternoon free and you want your house to smell amazing, this is what you do. Look who's home. And now I'm gonna make dinner. So I did have to actually pull the basil out for a second. I have to use the oven, but it's okay. I'll just pop it back in later. It's fine. All right, you guys, I have almost one last thing to do tonight. I am gonna take care of the herbs, don't worry, but now I have to edit my video for tomorrow. Normally I do not cut it this close. Normally I try to be like a little bit far in advance like by at least a few days, sometimes up to a week of like videos that I have already scheduled, but I cut it close for tomorrow's video. And that's because I had a really busy week. I did film it earlier this week. I just never got to editing it. It just never happened. I didn't have the time. So I am going to get that done so that you guys have this great video to watch tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you 3 things you maybe didn't know that you could make in a rice cooker. I feel like it's fun that by the time you see the video I'm making now, you'll have seen the video that I'm editing. It just seems kind of funny. All right, you guys, we're about to start bedtime with the kids, but before we do that, before we say goodnight, it's time to deal with our herbs. Can you hear them? They're crunchy. And it is so dry that it will crumble so easily. Just like that. And there you go. That's how I dry my basil. That's how I keep it good. Can you believe all that basil gave us just this tiny little jar? Totally worth it. All right, you guys, and that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this little sneak peek, this little peek behind the curtain day in the life of mine. If you liked this kind of video, definitely let me know, because I do just live my life every day, so I can share this kind of stuff once in a while if you guys are into it. Obviously not like every day or all the time, but once in a while I'm happy to throw one in. Of course, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!